Yeah. Well, let's start from beginning. I mean, somebody would love to ask. I mean, who is Alhaji Jaafaru Saad?
An ordinary Nigerian like you, a Kaduna State citizen like most of us.
Okay.
Like I said, I know I've given my background here before, but if you will let me run it.
At least for those listening you for the first time.
Yes. I was born in Zaria. And then I did my primary school here in Kaduna, specifically Amborima Primary School, then Government College Kaduna, College of Advanced Studies Zaria, then Bayero University.
Yeah.
Then I worked in the financial institution, banking, insurance, and then a stint at the government organization, Nigeria Sao Tome and Principe, Joint Development Authority.
Okay.
Then I'm into full politics now. I have attended various courses both within and outside the country. I was in London Business School, Oxford University, Stanford, Harvard, and Wharton University. So in summary, this is it.
In summary, well, you say in summary. Oh, well, here we are. I mean, almost how many years after independence? 20 years of almost uninterrupted democracy. Because we know before now, anytime we have issues, the politicians are always quick to blame the military. That the military incursion into politics stopped some of the things that we all have achieved. But almost 20 years of uninterrupted democracy. Can we actually say we've achieved what we ought to have achieved in 20 years?
In democracy, are you talking under the democracy?
Yes, under democracy as a nation.
I always have a problem with that analysis actually, because even the military themselves, they are Nigerians.
They are
patriotic Nigerians.
Yes.
They are the people that we look up to in case of any internal, like the ones we have now in security, that
crisis.
Talk less about external incursion, which is like their main constitutional responsibility. So we should know they are Nigerians too. They are patriotic Nigerians. Of course, it is an aberration for them to rule a country, but at least it has happened not only in Nigeria, in some African countries, which is okay. And they have achieved a lot. They have done a lot in terms of putting the country together, in terms of trying to unify the country, in terms of bringing us together. And even during their rule, from the first military room of going around sea to Yakubu Gawan, to what do you call it, Buhari under the military regime, Babangida Abdul Salam, most of the states that were created, federal universities that were established, institutions that were established, financial institutions, our economy was open and liberalized during the rule of the military Ibrahim Babangida. And when the civilians come, of course, yes, we have achieved a lot. The civilian administration actually, or the democracy that we have, is just by, what do you call it, freedom of expression, liberty, and everything, to say it as it is, say what you want, as a free citizen, as a free Nigerian to say. So this in itself is an achievement. Besides, actually, there are the right of every individual as you are created by the Almighty.
Definitely, but then we are looking at democracy, because somebody once said that the worst form of democracy is better than the best military regime. Of course, people might disagree with that.
Yes.
But when we look at democracy, because up till today we're still talking about the institutions put in place by the likes of Sir Ahmadu Bello, Tafawa Balewa, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Awolowo, and co. Why do you think we still look back to those people?
Because you see, their kind and their type of leadership was more patriotic than probably those ones that preceded them. You see, they ruled the country selflessly without trying to acquire something for themselves or their family. And the level of corruption in our country and in our system at that time was very, very minimal, if not zero, actually, at the end of the day. So, mind you, they were coming from the colonial background, and so, the colonials actually, I cannot say that they put corruption in our country because they have it at a very, very minute or zero level at that time. So somebody like Sir Ahmadu Bello, who was like the premier of northern Nigeria, and Sir Tafawa Balewa, who was the prime minister and chief executive or the head of government, you cannot point out anything, even as of now, 50, 60 years down the line, to say that this is what this guy has done, besides what the foundation they have laid down for us, what they have done for us in terms of establishing universities, other things for the country that we are now enjoying. So it is an emerging process, we are on it, but what we actually lack, or the problem that we continue to face, are problem of leadership, actually. And I keep saying, and I'll continue to say it, unless we Nigeria will become patriotic, we know that Nigeria is our only country and we have no other country to run to and say that this is our country. Continue.
But why do you think we lost that patriotism, or the leaders who succeeded, the likes of Ahmadu Bello and co, lost that patriotism, especially with what we are seeing today?
Well, you see, there are so many facets to it, there are so many issues to it, actually. First of all, like when I was growing up, when I was coming out during my primary school, I was saying it here earlier on that we used to be given the national flag, teaching us the national anthem that I pledge to Nigeria, my country.
For patriotism.
For patriotism.
Okay.
All those things now, over time, they have gone. Our children do not. Even our school uniform was green, white, green. I am not sure how they do it now. I don't know what it is now. But you see, that is like the foundation, especially the young ones or the children coming up. Those are the things that you will do to try to build it up in their hearts and mind to know that, yes, Nigeria is our country. Just like what is happening in the United States and other advanced countries, that you see they put their country first. So it's from actually the very foundation. You don't just take it at a lesser, so it will be more difficult for you.
But do you think the issue of materialism, this madness for accumulation of wealth, could be responsible for this loss of patriotism?
Of course, yes, it is. But you see, the issue is that since we are in a free society, and there is really nothing wrong with you getting money or doing business to get money legitimately, not from the coffers of the treasury of the government, not from. But the thing is, how do we go about it? In the United States, you see, they call themselves America a land of opportunity. So long as you be able to create and come up with something that the people will buy into. Take an example of a company like Apple that just came up some 40, 30 years ago, but really had tremendous success over the last 10, 12 years. Specifically from 2008 when the Apple